I'm gonna be honest with you here, and this might be a little bit shocking, but I've never, ever seen an episode of 90 Day Fiancé. In fact, the first time I ever even gave this show any kind of thought was when I saw this article. 90 Day Fiancé's Angela hires PI after daughter Skyla fears her husband Michael, and I had to click on the article, so give me a second. Was scamming her. But see, the thing is, this makes zero sense to me and I have no clue what's going on. I feel like I'm in one of those memes where the guy skips a cutscene and ends up in a really random part of a game. So what is even going on? Why did Angela hire a PI? Why does Skyla feel like Michael scammed her or is scamming her or scam, you know? I feel like the lore runs really, really, really deep here. Like deep lore. Well, let me explain what happened to you. Let me back up a bit first. Let's start with establishing what 90 Day Fiancé even is, because I didn't know what it was. Maybe you do, and maybe you think I'm lame for not knowing, but I'm not lame. So at this point, I had no idea what 90 Day Fiancé was. You could tell me it was a story about two dinosaurs who fell in love and traveled to another planet to find treasure, and I'd probably believe you. I might ask why it was called 90 Day Fiancé if it was about dinosaurs traveling to other planets to find treasure, but I probably wouldn't question it very long. If anything, I'd probably just act like the cats in the classic video, Cats Say Huh? Anyways, let me explain. 90 Day Fiancé is a show. That's it. I'm just kidding, okay? Kidding. 90 Day Fiancé is a show. That's it. Just kidding again. It's a show where two dinosaurs fall in love and travel. It's a show where basically two random people come together and they have 90 days to figure out if they want to get married. The catch though is that one of these people is from another country. And if they don't end up working out, then that person ends up getting sent back to their home country. I mean, yeah, no pressure or anything. If things don't work out, then you just literally get deported. No big deal. So with that in mind, why did Angela hire a PI? And why is Michael possibly a scammer? Both great questions. And there's an easy answer, but I needed more context. It's one thing to know what the show is about, but it's another thing to truly experience the show, to witness what the show is about, to feel the show. That's why when I searched up 90 Day Fiancé and saw a video called Big Ed Tells Rose Her Breath Smells Not Pretty, I had to watch it. I had to. I literally had to. Literally. And there's one clear reason this video stood out to me so much. And maybe you can guess it. Can you guess the reason? Maybe you can. Big Ed. Big Ed. I love myself some Big Ed. It brings so much joy to my heart to see him here. It really does. It brings just endless amounts of joy. And if you don't know who Big Ed is, well, Christmas is coming early this year. Let me introduce you to Big Ed.
I'm falling more and more in love with her.
I like the view.
You do?
Yes.
You're my best view.
It's enough to bring joy to the grumpiest of Scrooges. It's amazing. But anyways, Big Ed tells Rose her breath smells not pretty. And I'm thinking, what does that even mean? What does a not pretty breath smell like? It's one of life's greatest mysteries.
Dito na nga. Dito na, mami. Babalik agad daw. Kalungkot ah.
Bye, Prince. Come here. Can I have a
Papi
hug?
to daddy. Say papi to daddy.
Okay.
So
Okay.
sad.
I know you'll miss your mommy.
So Big Ed and Rose are in the Philippines about to go on vacation. And the kid there is her son. His name is Prince. Because, you know, and I have no clue what's going on beyond that. And I feel like so far there's been a common theme in this video, and that's me not knowing what is going on. I'm clueless. What is happening? What is ever happening, really? Does anyone ever know what's happening? And apparently Big Ed doesn't know what's going on either, because he wants to go on vacation with Rose to find out if her feelings for him are real or fake, or maybe some weird in between, you know? I don't know. We're gonna have to find out. We'll figure it out. Maybe. I don't want to say that. I'm not making any promises. We might not figure it out because I still don't know what's happening.
Say bye-bye to my sister.
Thank you.
Bye. Good luck.
She's talking to him like a mom would talk to her 2-year-old son while they're leaving grandma's house.
Say bye to grandma.
And I absolutely love his response. He looks at her like saying bye is the biggest inconvenience in the world to him, even though he's only like 2 feet away.
Say bye to my sister.
I feel for him though. I really do. Sometimes you just don't feel like talking to people. I get it. There's also a long, awkward silence after the hug which I'm also very familiar with those. But shame on you for judging the situation so quickly. It turns out Maria, Rose's sister, Facebook messaged Big Ed asking for money, and that's why he was so awkward. I think that is what happened here. I'm still figuring it out. But he showed the Facebook message, I think. I assume it was Facebook, I don't know. But Big Ed and Rose go on their amazing adventure to the island of Palawan, which is in the Philippines, if you did not know. And I bet you didn't expect to learn in this video. But as they say, you learn something new every day.
So, I got some surprises for you.
Really?
Can I show you?
Sure.
Don't look. No look, okay? Hope you like. So this goes on top.
This is a genuine question, but do people in the Philippines not have swimsuits? He describes it to her like she's never seen one before. But I feel like they'd have to have at least some form of swimwear, I think, right? There's a lot I don't know, I'm finding out. This whole video has just been me not knowing. But what I do know is that Big Ed is an absolute stud here. He got her all these gifts, and I know you're impressed. But hold your horses. Hold them, okay? Remember the name of the video? Well, let's just say things are about to get not pretty.
I got a couple more things.
Sure.
Okay, so this is going to be less romantic. So this is mouthwash. And I got you a cute toothbrush. Your breath is not pretty.
He got to the point like he was in a triathlon. He did a world record speed run on that conversation. But look, while it might seem a little, let's say, savage that he said that, at least he got her a cute toothbrush. He could have gotten her a toothbrush that had a criminal history. He could have gotten her a toothbrush that had a warrant out for its arrest in 7 different states. And he also gave her mouthwash. Unopened, I might add. All I'm saying is it could have been worse. But fortunately, Big Ed explains the situation and everything makes sense. Kind of.
One of the first things I noticed, even at the airport, was her breath, but I didn't know how to bring it up. And I don't think she realizes it, but I do.
That's so sad. He says it like he was a victim of a terrible crime. You can see it in his eyes. This is literally gonna haunt him for the rest of his life. This is like a clip you'd see in a docuseries about a bank robbery that went wrong.
The stink bandit entered the bank, ready to steal some stuff.
But I didn't know how to bring it up, and I don't think she realizes it, but I do.
But there's a twist to this whole fiasco. Okay, big twist. Apparently, Rose had an ulcer, which adds to the whole dynamic of the situation.
This is the first time you're telling me you have an ulcer.
I always toothbrush.
Okay.
They have the longest awkward pause in human history, which in that sense too, the show is my spirit animal. I am all too familiar with the awkward pauses. I was born in them, molded by them. I live in them, which is actually something I'm working on getting better at. And at this point, I had somewhat of an understanding of what was happening on 90 Day Fiancé and what it was about. I felt like I was almost ready to discover the secrets of Angela, the PI, Skyla, Michael, the whole thing. Felt like I was getting there, but something felt wrong. I had this lingering feeling that maybe I needed more training before discovering the truth. I needed some context on who Skyla, Michael, and Angela were. Chicken fingers or shrimp and grits. There's so much mystery buried in this video title. So much. There's an endless possibility here of something. I don't know what, but something.
I'm excited for you to see this menu.
Raise the bee.
What?
Let me see.
This.
That's roast ribeye. That's steak, baby.
Ribeye. What did you call it?
The
Stomp.
bee.
Oh.
Yeah.
Chicken fingers.
Okay, so I'm gonna make some assumptions here. I assume this guy's Michael, I assume this is Angela, and I assume this is Skyla. I've put together those pieces of information. Another piece of information I have deduced is that they are in a restaurant. There's just something about this scene that screams restaurant. But I need more information about these three before moving forward.
Chicken fingers.
Yeah, chicken fingers.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
I like it.
That's not what they mean here, Michael.
So it's just chicken without the bone, just the meat and
And you
it's
can pick it up
breaded.
with your fingers, not a fork.
Breaded.
You just pick it up and dip it.
Another conclusion I've come to, and you don't have to call me a genius for figuring this out, is that Michael doesn't know what chicken fingers are. Wait until he hears about buffalo sauce. But I just want to point out here, okay, just want to point this out. My detective work is kind of on a roll. I really do think I could be Batman. That is not an exaggeration. We've gotten the chicken fingers now, but what about the shrimp and grits?
I want you to try the shrimp and grits.
Shrimp and grits.
Yes.
Chicken fingers.
No, grits and shrimp.
Michael didn't even know what chicken fingers were 2 minutes ago and now he wants them? Seems a little bit scammy to me. But apparently this causes tension between Michael and Angela somehow. I don't know. I guess maybe they're just passionate about chicken tenders and shrimp and grits. I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, there's tension.
You're gonna love it. Listen, this is real food. It's not like back at home, the freaking hoofs, the big old snails. It's ribs, steak, greens.
My food back home is also real, okay? At least if I don't eat it, I wouldn't be like this, the way I am.
Honestly, I don't know. The music and the classic long pause made it seem like there was tension. And Angela also said Michael's food from his country wasn't real. But then they laughed. I don't know, man. I'm getting mixed signals here. But that is an introduction to our characters. This is Michael. This is Angela. This is Skyla. Angela is Michael's possible fiance or wife. I don't know yet. Skyla is Angela's daughter. Skyla thinks Michael is scamming. So Angela hires a PI to find out if Michael is scamming. And before I could understand the context to everything, I needed to see Michael and Angela interact more in a more intense situation. Angela's bedroom is a mess. Now, this is a situation that could produce a lot of heat and possibly even some scammy behavior. This event takes place after they get married, I think. And Michael's gonna see Angela's home for the first time, so Angela is gonna give him a quick tour.
It's getting late. I'm just giving you a quick tour because I'm exhausted.
I know it.
Is that okay?
Okay, it's fine.
Sorry about my room.
You can already feel the tension in the air. Angela's tired. Michael is indifferent. That is a mixture that could take down an elephant. And on top of that, Angela's room is a mess. This could go anywhere at this point.
All right. Oh, God.
Angie. Oh my goodness. Wait. Do you sell clothes here or what?
No.
That is a next level mess if people are questioning if your room is a place of commerce. Imagine someone enters your room and literally thinks they've entered a Walmart. You should probably reevaluate your priorities at that point.
These are all clean clothes. I just had to come get to you quickly for the visa.
Are you serious?
And then you see all the stuffed animals over there. I think 'cause she was laying here waiting for me to get home today. These are like,
wow.
I don't know. I'll straighten this up. This ain't much to straighten up, so.
She said it ain't much to straighten up, but this literally looks like we could be in an episode of American Pickers. There's gotta be a lot of gunk and junk in there. She also blames it on Marley, which I have no clue who that is. There's just so many questions and not really any answers. But so far, the interaction seems to be pretty solid. There doesn't appear to be any kind of friction or tension, but I'm anticipating some. I don't know if it'll happen, but I'm anticipating it.
We're home, right? I need your help. You see our job?
I get you, baby. With time, we'll arrange it all. Don't worry. Why everywhere is clothes, and where am I going to put my things? I've been in hotel many times with my wife, but I never realized it was this messy.
Okay, so with this clip alone, we were given so much information. First off, Angela is mad that Michael wasn't helping her. Her love language must be acts of service. And second off, they are married. So somewhere in between the chicken finger fiasco and now, they got married. Or you know what? They're wearing the same clothes as last time, so maybe they were already married before. I have no clue. I really do not know. I have no clue what's going on here. The 90 Day Fiancé cinematic universe is very much confusing to me. But even in these short encounters, there are things that we can pull from this. Or at least that I feel like we can pull from this. And this is just my perception. I think Angela might have somewhat of a short fuse or a no patience for nonsense policy. A lot of people I talk to have that implemented, and they let me know. And I think the way Michael acts is just naturally what Angela considers nonsense. That's what I think, though. You know, I'm not an expert, but with all of this information, I think we can finally get to the bottom of what's going on in this article. Angela Deem's suspicious daughter, Skyla Rose, convinced her to hire a private investigator to look into her now estranged husband, Michael Lesanmi, over fears he might be scamming her on Sunday's episode of 90 Day Fiancé. So here's more lore. Michael and Angela didn't work out. This article used the word estranged, so it sounds like it didn't end well. But Skyla convinced her mom to hire a PI. Angela and Michael were long-distance loves until he finally received a US visa and moved to Georgia last December. But he promptly went missing on February 23rd with only the clothes on his back, amid claims he was in fear of his life. So Michael went missing, whatever that means. But then the article also says Michael started looking up life insurance policies on Angela, which is a really big red flag. And apparently the PI is making an appearance on the next episode of 90 Day Fiancé. He's going to supposedly elaborate on everything he found, which all of this answers the original question of why But now we're left with more questions than we are answers. What did the PI find? So I guess all in all, we're leaving today's video with more questions than answers, which is always a great sign of a really good video. But I guess we'll have to watch the next episode of 90 Day Fiancé to find out. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.